Yo guys, somehow we're back here.
What the fuck?
So I made a video last week basically on the feud between Deji and KSI. And in that video, it came across from the news bulletins that had been released that Deji had been a bit of a silly Billy again. And yeah, it came very across. I said a few things in that video. But one of the things I did say in it was that one of them needed to make a response, like a full-on explanation, just to show us what's actually going on, what's happening behind the scenes. And finally, we've got a video from our boy Deji Responds. Yes. I've done the honour, because it is a 45-minute video. I've done the honours. Look, I've prepared. I've got some paper. I've watched the entire fucking thing. So hey, that's commit. I've got the notes, so it's gonna be like a shortened version of it, and I'm gonna basically explain every point that he's trying to make, and
see what we can do.
Go to work, bitch.
First point he wants to make is that in a lot of old videos, JJ was very I don't want to say abusive. He says abusive, but I'm sorry, I just can't see it. And that's what all the pace of the video is going to be, because there is parts where I'm like, oh shit, see what you mean there. But the first point is about his abuse. He says that, like, when they've had you laugh, what, one laugh equals one punch, or it'll just be like this, that.
Oh, hell no!
It just slaps him in the face, and he says that that's directly at him, and he thinks it's disgusting and everything. But especially the one you laugh, one punch. It's not though, is it? JJ has made countless fucking videos of one laugh, one punch. It's not. He's not the only guy to do it. He's even done a fucking video of him doing it himself. By the looks of it, JJ just likes hitting people or hitting himself. He just likes fucking punching people. I mean, he's fat now, but he did a few boxings here and there. But the point is of that little episode is that Deji talks a lot about JJ just bullying him, bringing the shit out of him all the time, and that is just not fun. To me, I don't see that at all. I see that's literally down to just a general older, younger brother. And some people might disagree, some people might agree. But the thing is I have younger brothers and older brothers. I got two older brothers. Both have their own different people. Only the other day, I went to the gym, and my eldest brother thought it would be funny I was doing chest press, and if you don't know chest press, it's basically you lay down. It was a decline one as well, so it was a decline right back, and I was having to do the chest press, and my brother thought it'd be funny to come over and fart on my head. He's a prick, but I still love him. Anyways, moving on. Then you go down to further down the spectrum. Then I have my younger brother Callum, who's been in a lot of videos. Me and him can literally rip the shit out of each other, like we can. And that is more down to the older, because I'm the older brother there. It's different. It's weird because we can piss about, but we know it's never serious. Like, he knows I'd never do out to ever fucking hurt him. And if they've got a bit fiery, fair enough. Like, me and him have gone, like, sometimes any family relationship can go too far. It's just the crack. It's because you think you're so comfortable with someone that you can just do what the fuck you like to them without really thinking shit might need to back off a bit. So the first point, abusive older brother, no. JJ hits every fucker. He just likes hitting people, alright? He hits his fucking own boxing coach. And if Vidal was to actually fucking properly spar him, JJ would be dead. It's not that he's beating people because he's going to win. He knows he will lose. When he fought Logan Paul, people don't remember, when it first got announced, he expected to lose. He said he'd probably walk in there and get the shit kicked out of him. So, bitch, he don't think it's just aimed at you. Next we have on the spectrum. Let's get my little notes out. Slept with his girl.
I liked her. I liked this girl. We talked a lot, and yeah, I really did like this girl. Anyway, late 2015, I was doing videos with this girl and everything. Long story short, JJ knowing that I talked to her, done videos with her and everything, it just came as a surprise when I found out that my brother had slept with her. And
That's a massive dick move. I'm sorry, JJ, that... No. That is... There's rules, alright? This is the difference, this part. This is where we're learning stuff we didn't know. And that is a massive dick move. JJ, you do not do that. You don't do that. You don't even... Friends don't sleep with the same birds. Fucking hell. If any of my mates went from near any of my exes, they wouldn't be my mates anymore. It's a respect. It's a respectful thing. But going against your own fucking family, that's a concern. Because I can imagine, like, fucking hell, I could really imagine that. Like, our brothers, that's the thing, it's just weird. That's a very low thing to do, because I couldn't imagine it at all. Like, no. But that is a very shitty thing. I 100% am with Deji on that one, if that's what's been said. But yeah, that was nice and short, I guess. We move on. Next point. The diss tracks. Saying KSI didn't have his back. Felt betrayed. The diss tracks, everything. We go back to the video, like this was basically the last video, when all the diss tracks happened. We had Mancha, we had Ran. I can't think oh shit, can't think of the next one. The attack goes from being Randolph to then going on to attacking KSI. Now, still his points are here. They're not very... There's not very much crisp to them. There's not, like, it's not enough for me to go, yeah, I see what you mean. The entire thing, it's like, he does which, when you're defending yourself, I understand it, but if you're defending yourself, you've got to show all the points. You've got to show, like, constants. Every little event that happens, you've got to show it, because that's the only way that can be the truth. If you're just going off the things to make you look good and make them look shit, then you're telling the lies, because it's not right. Now, Deji goes on about Randolph, and he goes on and says KSI never had his back, and then he says about the second diss track Randolph dropped, released sparring footage between KSI and Deji. But even so with that, he's kicking off about it, but the little clip that's in it is literally Deji taking a body shot and falling flat on his face. Now, if I remember rightly, every single side man released a video of Deji training, and every single one who sparred with him, he dropped in every single one. So I don't understand, just because Randolph's done this, it doesn't have any context to it. He doesn't mention that he brought up his wife. That is one of the most dickish things to do in the world. It's every lad who has a girl, you are so... If you're a true man, be a true man, you have to protect your girl. You just have to. It's simple as that. It sounds soppy, but it's as simple as that. You come at me, like say you come at me, fair fucks. Alright.
Okie dokie.
We'll see what happens. Hey! But say I had a girlfriend, I'm single by the way. Fuck. Then it would completely change. It'd be like, whoa, hang on. That's a bit more than just you attacking me, because I can take being attacked. But you come after me, lass. Whoa, hang on, back up a bit. It's a bit more serious. But he doesn't mention that, and it's shit, man, because that's where you've got to say, okay, I fucked up. Shouldn't have mentioned his girl, but JJ didn't have my back. But that's not the point. Anyways, we move on.
Fucking hell.
just saying every allegation in his diss track was true. And I took that as a low blow. Instead of supporting me, he decided to support his friend.
He says that, but he also defended Deji. I don't understand this. Deji, this is the issue. He doesn't... And this is not me just having a rant at Deji. This is just me saying, well, everything that's out there, you've got to look at it, and you've got to look at each specific thing. Deji hasn't mentioned that he released his bank details. Now, again, that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Deji shouldn't be releasing his fucking bank details. You should not... To then make the conspiracy that JJ paid for Randolph's wedding, when obviously that is apparently false. It's just like, leave it alone. But he's saying that every allegation in it is true. But like I say, the Deji tracks and stuff, that when he's gone in at Randolph, JJ, if it's right, JJ does defend it. if you look at it, he might take the piss, but if the thing is, it's like he takes the piss, like he'll take the piss out of his brother because it's his brother. Fucking hell. Like again, it goes back down to the baseline of brothers argue, brothers disagree, brothers compete. It just is what it is. I'm afraid it's just talks about going on the Logan Paul podcast. That was such a stupid thing to do. We need to talk about that.
And in all honesty, I was just tired of doing anything my brother wanted me to do. I was tired of always having to take permission. So I went on Logan Paul's podcast.
That is so wrong. That's where he fucks up. And this is where he fucks up. Because he does shit like that. You can start to think, oh, hang on, maybe he's alright. And then he does that and it's just like,
Deji, no! Don't do that!
Beef had been settled like months ago with Logan and JJ, and they'd had the fight and one of them got knocked out. And there was no rematch and it was all stopped. And it was left there, then fair enough. With it being a draw and the rematch still happening and everything very much open. It's just something you wouldn't do. I just don't see it. If my brothers hated someone, I wouldn't go on a podcast and talk about them and release stuff. He goes on to say that when he went on the podcast, he didn't release anything like about his girlfriend or anything, but about JJ's girlfriend. And he says he doesn't release out to him. That's not already out there. But they go on talking about the diss track that he dropped that releases pregnancies, STIs, basically stating like how much of a shit person he is. He doesn't care for anyone, all this fucking egotistical bastard bullshit. And he doesn't. But the diss track is there to be seen. The diss track is there, and it shows everything. And then so he can't then turn around and go, oh well, it's all right because I went on Logan Paul. I didn't say it. I mean, we probably sat and watched the video. We watched the diss track. We've listened to it. We've all listened to it. So we're going to talk about it. But it's all right because it's out there before I came on here, so I didn't remove it on here. Oh yeah. So he goes on saying, goes on the diss track, says he doesn't release about his girlfriend. It's not your place. That's why you don't release it. If JJ wanted his girlfriend to be released to the world, he would have released it. Like Dunya. Is that what she called? Yeah, I feel like that's what she's called. Dunya. I feel like she's your last. You're giving us, in this video especially, you're giving us little creeps in a way. You're giving us a little insight, Deji. I honestly do hope you guys, I did say the last time, she's a very nice lass. I do hope you're with her. I'd be very happy for you if you did. She's very nice. But if you didn't want Dunya to be released to the world, then you wouldn't release it, and you don't then get it. Then if it was the other end of the spectrum, and you got with Dunya, and you didn't want it to be released, and JJ went and released it, then I'd understand. But to even say, oh, I didn't say it because I can't do it, then it just shouldn't even be. It's fair play to you for not doing it. But even the thing of it, like contemplating it, it just never do that. Alright, so then he starts talking about Christmas, saying JJ was going to smash his computer, wanted to fight, not talk. Now, this is what I briefly discussed back in the last video, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But he starts to talk about Christmas. He starts to talk about what happened when he went round, and Deji told him to get out of his house, kicked him out, threatened to say call the police, and then it went a bit nasty. But he basically elaborated on it in this video. He said he explained that JJ never was there to talk. JJ was there to simply, he wanted to fight. He said he was going to smash his door in, all this. Honestly, hang on, I'll show you the clip. You know.
Incredibly. So my brother and I, when I was in LA, we agreed to talk. But my brother, he didn't come to talk. He came to fight. Instead of coming to talk, he threatened to smash my computer, and he was acting irate. He was just acting so erratic. I couldn't explain it. Upon threatening to smash my computer, I locked myself in my office just so he couldn't do so.
That, again, is very dickish. That is as simple as that. You don't, if he's right about that, which again I could imagine it being right, but if so, JJ, that is very dickish to do. You don't. To me, if brothers are gonna fight, it's just, if you have to fight. Your brothers. That's it. But don't be smashing shit up. I mean, Deji has got the money to go and say buy another computer if you smash it up, so it wouldn't really mean jack shit. but it's still not. It's not the point. It's have a bit of fucking control. It's angry. I understand, but don't say you're gonna talk. If you've said that you're going to go and talk, then go and talk. Don't fucking go around and be like, oh yeah, I was done. Joke's on you, motherfucker. I'm going to smash shit up. No, we don't do that. Alright? Good. Next point. So there's many memes about Deji being made out that he was playing the victim card. And that's that he was the one doing victim and he was backing up in the corner and he was like, oh, look at me. Deji in this video somehow is the one that's saying JJ did that. Now, at the end of the day, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, guys, you got to understand, none of us know, besides JJ, Deji, the family, and probably the sidemen, like, and obviously a few people, but none of us, random people, know. Like, we don't. So we don't know what happened properly. We only know one side and one side of the story, which, again, you have to be fair because it's two sides. But he's saying that JJ played the victim and everything, but I just don't know. That's a blank one. You got to leave that one because it's just a bit shady. I don't know. Next one, and this was obviously quite a serious one. Deji and like he said that. We'll play the clip.
Subscribers, fans, and I even started getting thoughts of maybe life was better off without me.
So Deji's basically admitting that he's suicidal. Now, you've got to be very, very serious about this one because you can't take the piss. Like, you can't. If at any point anyone feels suicidal, it's just not, like, you don't do it. If you get me, like, these thoughts and everything. It's a messed up game when you get that low. Now, if that's happened to him, I don't approve of that in any way. If that's how low that JJ has made him feel, I feel that is disgusting in its own way. But again, I can't criticise too much because we don't know both sides. And I'm not saying that in a way that I don't believe Deji. I'm saying that in a way that we need to hear both sides before we can go. I understand. It's weird. It's so fucked up. It's just, I don't know, it's a shame. And no one should ever have to feel like that, no matter what situation. And I hope he's feeling better now. And I do hope he perks back up. But it's just the fact that it got so much, just because of so much hate coming at him and everything, that's not fair. And like, that's why, even so, like the video I made last week wasn't me being a dick. That was me trying to do it in a way where it's more jokey, if you get me. So it's like where some people like on the internet are fucking harsh, and I don't condone that at all. Next point, yeah, he started starting about JJ was throwing more hate, which he was. There's a video Liberty watched last week.
Don't do it to his channel because that'll get him views. I'd say just tweet him saying delete your channel.
That's a bit of a sticky one because it's there in the video of him saying that. Now, again, it's annoying. It's hard because the struggle we're gonna have is that JJ's probably not gonna release anything because JJ doesn't release anything like this because it's family. Now, if I had family beef, it wouldn't be on the internet. If me, God forbid, but if me and Callum ever fell out, it would not be on the internet. It would just be left. But I'd hope it never happened. I'd hope I never fell out with any bros. But I'd never ever even I'd never fling hate or anything because I think that's wrong. It's a career that I always say, like, to me, if YouTube became successful for me, that's a massive dream. That is my life, one of my life goals. It sounds soppy, but it is. And the fact that their beef has escalated onto the platform and that he's willing to throw his channel under the bus, that's not fair because if they're not going to talk, they just have to go separate ways, if you get me. I think that's the best thing to do, really. That's it, no fucking shit, petty shit, because it's shit. Talk about, and this is, again, no, this is where the difference is. It's that he says JJ sees it as competition. JJ states in one of the videos, he says that it's friendly banter, friendly brotherly banter. he doesn't, but, and he's like, Deji, he says it in one of the videos, basically, KSI says that his second channel could overtake Deji's main, and obviously that is a bit shitty thing, like it would be shit if that happened to Deji, but he's saying that it's meant in a harsh way, but again, I don't think it is. That's where the balance is. I generally think that that's just a joke. I don't think it's helpful, like it's not helpful in any way for it to be said, but I don't think there's any maliciousness in it. I don't think it's to intend to get hate. I just think it's, again, banter. But the thing is with JJ, what we've realised over the years is he does a lot of things before he even fucking thinks about it. And that's it. He doesn't think about it. You know, he needs to think more. Like, JJ, you need to think more, mate. Simple as that. Next one. So he talks about JJ blocking him and disowning him, but says it's again. But he says that that's done again just to send Deji more hate. Now, this was in an interview released after my video, like literally, I'm sure it was the day after I released the other video. I'm sure that got released, and I was just like, what the fuck, are you fucking serious, man? But he goes on and he just says, he goes on this.
Yeah, no, I'm just done with it now.
Is it literally like?
Yep. I don't care. I've unfollowed him. I don't care anymore.
But
and that's shit. But it's just I don't know. It's sad, but it is what it is. He basically goes on, and JJ at that saying he disowns him, but Deji's then responded to that and said that again it's just to get more hate at JJ. Not at Deji, sorry, fucking hell. I'm tired, alright? I think it was that's generally has just got to, I think it has got to JJ, because I think it would be wrong if it didn't. If like the Christmas stuff and all this shit, but then the diss track coming out and that, and the problem with the diss track was Deji was like, oh well, everything that I put in, like he says in this video, everything that I put in the diss track was already public knowledge. But what you've done, mate, is you've got all that public knowledge and you've put it into one fucking video. So now before, where some people didn't know it, you've got all the old shit from the past where JJ hasn't made a single fucking thing on you. He's released sparring footage. That's all he did. He released the sparring footage that even though there's loads of videos of you sparring on YouTube. Again, I don't understand why it matters. You didn't mint in the fight. I can't understand the issue with the sparring. You obviously trained hard. If you'd got a bit more tubby off the belly, you might have done better if you got the cardio on. But you did well. That has to be said. Jake Paul was shit. You did way better than anyone expected. But the diss track, all the diss track does is basically like, all this, it's literally like Sky Sports News. That's what a diss track's like. Wait, if I want to look on Sky Sports News, go on football, all my football news is there. You go on there, the diss track, all the information about KSI is there. It's a bad comparison, but you get me gist, alright? But JJ is just saying that I'm basically fucking done, it can't be asked. Blocked off everything, all this shit, and yeah, it's crap. But then again, it goes back to the next point. A video couldn't get uploaded because JJ was being too harsh and Deji. And you see it, hang on, we've got it, I have got it, don't worry about it.
You're dumb, don't call me dumb.
You're looking down at this.
Yeah, because I'm
Play the
scared.
fucking game.
What else am I going to do?
Pussy.
You play then.
No, what does that mean?
You play.
I'm not a pussy, but you play.
Yeah,
Shut up,
you
play, man.
Play.
Don't piss me off.
Play.
Nah, you piss me off.
No, you treat me like shit. You play.
I'm not treating you like shit.
Don't call me dumb.
I told you to go.
Don't call me dumb.
You know where's the door?
Yeah, you don't have to call me dumb, do you?
Alright, you're not dumb. You're not dumb. Just play the fucking game.
I couldn't upload it because me personally, I didn't like it.
Now that there, I understand. I understand that point, because at first it starts off as just brothers bitching, like fucking hell. Me and Callum bitch. Me and Callum get on amazing, but me and Callum can bitch. Like, it's not like that. We're not like scream at each other. But like, if we disagree on something, the problem we both got is if we think something's right, we will not fucking back down until one of us literally has got the proof in out the other one's face, going, "Ha, you fucking piece of shit, you're wrong." But then 2 seconds later, it's just like, "Ha, all right." Like, that's it. But that's brother shit. But that there going, "Don't piss me off, man," and everything. That's just the older brother trying to bully the little brother in it. That I do understand that that's not right, and no, I don't condone that. But yeah, that's basically everything, guys. That's as much as I want to do, because I was trying to make it short, but the video's gonna be, I'll cut a bit out. But overall, I think it's best if these two fellas go their separate ways. It's gonna be a horrific cut there, but I got right. Anyways. The point, it's harsh that I've said that. It's harsh that I said that they should go separate ways. But the fact that we're so far in now, like fucking hell, we're 5 months down the line and this bitchiness is still going on. It's obvious that they've tried to resolve it. They've tried to not resolve it. They've resolved it. Then it's unresolved. If you don't want it, don't fucking do out about it. Just leave it. You's obviously, if you want to sort it, fair play, sort it. But if you don't, I think for now, you need to take a break. That's what I can only offer. Not offer, but suggest. Not saying it's gone forever, I'm saying for now, let the dust settle a bit. Because right now, you're both trying to, well, they call it JJ, he's fucking done. But Deji, if you're trying to fix it with him, you're trying to react. You're trying to currently sort something with a burning flame. And you can't. Just because fire with fire, that never fucking works. But it's just little things. Like, I understand his point, I understand Deji's point, but I also understand JJ's point. But I understand Deji's where there's other things where people have said whenever JJ's in a video with Deji that it looks like he's not asked. I've noticed that it always looks like he's always sat back like this, and he's just like if they're doing a video, it's like play the fucking clip, or it's like if you play the games, like screams at him for getting scared. And I disagree with that, because if you're doing a video, especially with your brother, like I fucking love doing videos with Callum. Like, it sounds shit. Not like shit, but it sounds soppy. But it sounds. I generally do. Like, basically, I make videos with brother. All right. Like, I love doing it. I love the planning of everything of it. I think it's hilarious. Maybe one of the reasons he was saying was his ego was out of control. Now, if that's the case, maybe all this will be a bit of a reality check. I don't think it is, because he's quite a chill guy. Anyone who's met him or seen him has said that he's quite a chill guy and he's humble about a lot of things and everything. And it's more just a front, but so I don't think it's an ego thing. But I think it's just a lack of communication with family. I think I'm more down to ego. Now I think that the family just needs. You always need to remember, number one is family for everything. It sounds soppy, but it's a hard thing to say, because I have to. So for the video to be right, I have to say a lot of soppy shit, but it's true. But I don't know. I wish them both best. I do hope in time they sort it, but I just think it's not right now. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you enjoyed my little breakdown of the Deji video on the new situation. If you've liked it, please do leave a like. Please also subscribe. I'm gonna try and do another similar video to the entire T2 and Face Banks shit going on, but I need to look a bit more into it and see what's going on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much.
Just to get that jump,
Thanks, friend.